16. On its own, it means nothing. But this week, the number 16 quietly attached itself to two entertainment stories that have nothing to do with each other, and in both cases, it was doing more work than anyone noticed. This is Rabbit News Hallyu, and today we're not just covering what happened to Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei. We're looking at what the number 16 accidentally exposed about how stories get built in this industry. Start with Zhang Linghe. His new drama, This Second Too Much, just wrapped, and the internet immediately reached for a comparison point, his earlier hit, Chasing Jade. That comparison produced a headline everyone could repeat, but almost nobody could explain properly, that Zhang Linghe's newest show had somehow lost to his old one. On the surface, that's true. Chasing Jade crossed the 10,000 popularity mark on both major platforms, Tencent Video and iQIYI, while This Second Too Much landed at 8,228 on iQIYI and 24,506 on Tencent, both short of that same benchmark. But here's where the number 16 enters the frame. Buried inside the platform data is this: Chasing Jade won 16 consecutive brand investment championships, a record for advertising revenue across the year. That's not fan math. That's platform verified, advertiser-facing data, the kind studios actually use to negotiate their next deal. Now pivot to Tian Xiwei. Her new drama, The Breeze Blows Again, started filming on August 5th, and leaked set photos triggered a completely different kind of viral moment, not about ratings, but about her hairstyle. Netizens combed through her filmography and declared that she'd worn the exact same fringe in 16 consecutive projects, coining the nickname the fringe welded to her head. It trended almost instantly. Notice the shape of that claim. It's not a platform metric, it's not an official statistic, it's a number generated by crowdsource scrolling through old promotional stills. So here's the curiosity gap worth sitting with for a second: two 16s, both treated online as hard facts, both driving a narrative about a celebrity's career, but only one of them came from an institution with something to lose if it got the number wrong. Let's dig into the Zhang Linghe number first, because it complicates the he lost narrative in a way most coverage skipped entirely. This Second Too Much pulled in more than 120 million yuan in pre-release advertising, claimed 15 annual brand investment titles and 5 all-time records, and was the only drama this year besides Chasing Jade itself to sell out full series sponsorship on both platforms. 54 distinct brands invested in Chasing Jade across its run, 28 of those same brands came back for This Second Too Much. That's a 51.85% repeat investment rate, advertisers voting with actual budget, not sentiment. And there's a second number worth noting here: even while trailing on the popularity index, This Second Too Much still topped the Lighthouse and Yunhe rankings for multiple consecutive days, with a 16.4% market share on its opening day, nearly matching Chasing Jade's own opening day number. In other words, the platform ranking system and the raw popularity index system told two different stories about the same show, and only the less flattering one went viral. That gap says something about artist psychology under pressure, too. There's no evidence in the source material of Zhang Linghe or his team publicly addressing the comparison, no statement, no pushback. That silence itself is a choice worth reading as strategy rather than absence. When the commercial numbers are strong and the narrative numbers are weak, saying nothing lets the advertising data speak on its own timeline, away from the noise of a trending topic. Fans summarized his year more precisely than any press release could: Chasing Jade as the top costume drama, This Second Too Much as the top folk drama, two different championships, two different audiences, not a ranking of one against the other. One online observer put it more bluntly: this is an honor roll student being criticized for scoring 98 when the benchmark he's being measured against is his own previous 100, while plenty of other shows this year never crossed a passing grade at all. Now bring Tian Xiwei 16 back into the frame, because it follows the opposite pattern, a number that spread fast precisely because nobody checked it first. Fans pushed back almost as quickly as the trend formed, pointing to multiple projects: Qingqing Ri, Midnight Return, Chasing Jade, and Marrying Jinjin, where she wore hairstyles with a fully exposed forehead, including an updo that arguably built her early reputation for striking visuals. That 16 identical looks it claim wasn't fabricated maliciously, but it was built the way most viral entertainment statistics are built: someone counts quickly, the count feels satisfying, and it spreads before anyone checks the sample. Her team's response is where the media strategy layer gets interesting. Rather than issuing a formal denial, they resurfaced an old quote of hers, a line about looking good with or without a fringe, with big eyes or small ones. That's a soft deflection, not a fact check, and notably her camp didn't contest the exact number 16 at all. They let the framing dissolve on its own terms instead of engaging with the statistic directly. It's a pattern that goes back further than this week. Back in 2022, Tian Xiwei herself preemptively nicknamed her signature fringe Vivian on a variety show, turning a potential criticism into a cell-phone joke years before the welded fringe label existed. That's not a coincidence so much as a long-running image management instinct. Absorb the joke before the internet gets to make it first. So here's the deeper pattern connecting these two unrelated stories. The number 16 functioned as credibility in one case and as a rhetorical shortcut in the other, and most viewers couldn't tell the difference just from seeing the digit. 116 came from platform ledgers that advertisers used to decide where millions of yuan go next. The other 16 came from a Weibo thread doing rapid visual pattern matching on old stills. Both got treated with the same authority online, because a specific number always reads as more credible than a vague impression. He lost sounds softer than 8,228 versus 10,000. Same hairstyle sounds softer than 16 consecutive projects. Precision borrows trust it hasn't necessarily earned. That's arguably the bigger entertainment industry story hiding underneath both headlines this week. As C-drama fandom becomes more data literate, tracking popularity indices, platform rankings, ad deal counts, brand reinvestment rates, the numbers themselves are increasingly weaponized in both directions, and fan communities are getting faster at correcting the record than official statements are. During its peak broadcast window on iQIYI, Chasing Jade averaged over 70 million views per episode, making it the highest average per episode drama of the first half of 2026, a number that barely circulated compared to the simpler, punchier He Lost narrative around his follow-up show. For international audiences following this space, that's the actual skill worth building, not just following who's up and who's down, but asking where the number in the headline actually came from before deciding what it proves. Neither Zhang Linghe's ranking dip nor Tian Xiwei's hairstyle discourse is really about failure or repetition. They're both examples of how quickly a single digit can reshape public perception of an artist's year, sometimes accurately, sometimes not. The commercial data suggests Zhang Linghe's brand value held steady even as the popularity index dipped. The visual record suggests Tian Xiwei's filmography is more varied than the trending topic implied. Both stories resolve, once you actually check the 16, into something far less dramatic than the headline promised. If you like entertainment coverage that goes past the headline, the kind that catches the quiet signals most coverage skips, Rabbit News Hallyu is built exactly for that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just news.